Hey, you know how I be when this flash come on over here. But it's Marche, your impatient oracle, and I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh right. If you found me, you're a lighthouse or you're a powerhouse. That means if you're a lighthouse, you're super abundant. You light up a room. You're probably dainty as fuck. Men can be dainty too. It don't matter. If you're a powerhouse, you probably bulldoze for the little lighthouses. Like they're all cute and dainty, so you need to protect them. They said if you're a lighthouse, you're a healer. If you're a powerhouse, you're a protector. I'm gonna have to make a list, y'all. I'm gonna have to make a list because I heard this is really happening. Well, let's get into it. Let's see what's really happening because I was feeling like super anxious at first. How y'all let me come over here and not pray first? See, I just, I'm not gonna lie, I really like posting. I like posting a lot. And before I even start, something tells me that this is perfect. No, we are not going on baddies right now. But yeah, like something feels like it's perfect timing. Like through hell and strife and strain and stress and the alliterations, something's perfect timing. Even through the delays and even through the lack of work sometimes, everything's about the balance. Cause we got victory coming. Let me pray first though, and let's shuffle and let's get like a more accurate depiction of what's going on. Better days are coming. That's why we see the star card. But yeah, that has nothing to. Well, that has everything to do with the cost of tea in China right now because they said there's no war on Bossing Say, and that's a fucking lie. I heard it's a war zone right now. What's a war zone? What's a war zone? Let me pray real fast. Hold on. Okay, I've come back. I really had to pray. That wasn't really a long one, but like like I was sitting in gratitude after I got out the shower. I was sitting in gratitude because my life is currently in hell, but I'm coming out of it. And I'm just gratitude for like I'm just gratitude. I'm grateful for the rejections, for the lessons, for even the hard parts because the hard parts are what make me me, and the hard parts are here for me to be able to tell you how to navigate through it. Like it's shitty and it sucks, and like I feel like I think I feel people losing hope, and it's like I be telling people like please hang in there, please please please. Like I know it seems bleak, but they said there's a message on the other side. Well, you only get the message on the other side after you make it through because you can't see the forest through the trees. Like, you don't understand the lessons until they're over with. Only a handful of us are blessed to see the lessons halfway through and be like, oh. But then again, like, that level of self correction is gnarly. I mean, you might be lucky enough to have that level of self correction. And if you are, my heart goes out to you because this shit hard. And then I'm painfully self aware on top of that. So I like hyper analyze every single thing I do. You might be a high priestess. You might be a hierophant. If you found me, welcome. That means you're powerful as fuck. I knocked already. Somebody is addicted to something. I'm not worried about that addiction though. I heard they're addicted to you. Can you tell me what else they need to hear and what else is going on? I keep hearing Take It to the Head by DJ Khaled. Somebody like to party. Are you partying too much or are you partying to have fun occasionally? I'm not saying either way is wrong. I'm just asking. Mm. But is it going to come up? Nah, if it was meant to come up. Should we? If it's meant to come out, it's meant to come out. I keep hearing take it to the head, take it to the head. Who around you wants you to be taking shots back to back? Like shot, 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 shots. Do you even like to party like that anymore? I'm really asking. I'm happy to see this. That means you've slowed down and potentially you're laying the burdens down and you're taking them one by one. You're tackling each problem one by one. Somebody's knocking. Somebody's knocking on the door. Somebody's deceptive. I told you you're a hierophant. This is for the powerhouses. This is for the protectors. Yeah, y'all been working. I've been working on the railroad. That Ten of Pentacles is trying its hardest to come out. Do you see it? You got an increase in finances coming. But somebody in your midst is deceptive. Who lying to you? I heard false magician. Somebody's in the fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Because then I heard dark magician. Oh, it might be a warlock. Is there a warlock coming up against you? Why? One more. There's a warlock jealous of you. And like, just because they're a warlock doesn't mean, like, they could practice like various forms of spirituality. They could do candle magic. They could do incantations. They could do blood magic. They could do domination magic. Somebody's controlling. They want you to have a decrease in finances. See? Also want you out in the cold. And they want you emotionally depleted. But the burdens are no longer a problem. Because you're more powerful than they are. They said you're draining their power. I heard they charged up on them being deceptive. Yikes. They can't bring it. Whoever they were working with, they can't bring offers to anymore. That's why the Page of Pentacles is in reverse. Don't do that. I heard a static. They said you got a steady workflow going, but you had to release control. Why is this Ace of Pentacles? Ace of Pentacles? I was thinking Ace of Cups, but my mouth said Ace of Pentacles. You might got a financial windfall coming. You might got victory coming. Why is this Ace of Cups in reverse? You had to get your house in order first? See, there's the Ace of Swords. Whoever this dark magician was coming up against you, Hierophant, they had clouded judgment. Or they helped cloud your judgment. Because they're a dark magician in Ace of, in King of Pentacles in reverse energy. So you had to do a lot of rest and rejuvenation to get out your head. Did you complete it? They put you in your head. 4 times 4 is 16. I'm just saying. Fuck it. Could have been a tower about how much you were working. And it was a tower about how much you were in control. Like, you tried to control every single thing around you. They said because you don't like surprises. I don't feel like you're used to surprises because you've never had a good surprise in your life. You are out of balance. It's okay. I've been there too. I've never... You see that Queen of Wands? I'm not even completely sure if it's the Queen of Wands. It is. Let me do this. I heard she freed you. Did the Queen of Wands cause a tower in your life? I heard bulldozer. She was your protector. What were you juggling? Satisfaction. I see the Lovers in reverse underneath it. You're... Something about studying. Somebody's studying. You had your back turned to a lot of emotional offers in front of you. Because you were juggling money. That's why your Ace of Cups is in reverse. Do you even want love anymore? Yo, that green behind that fucking hierophant is on 10. I fucking love that shade of green. You see this shit? Like, I like that shit. I'm not gonna lie. I love that shade of green. I think I like green in general. But yeah, you were juggling. Like you, it's like I usually choose the money over love, and you were just juggling your finances for a really long period of time. And then, why is this Queen of Wands out here? What'd she do? Why is she over the Magician? A Queen of Wands could have been working with whatever Dark Magician is trying to derail you. Yeah, they saying she benefited from. Yikes. Y'all see this? I was reading that shit earlier. I don't recall. I'm not gonna worry about it. She looked tired. Where's my brain at? Why did that derail me? Because I'm looking for the exact meaning of everything versus trying to listen to my intuition about it. That's what's happening. Because personally, I'm a person that leans toward accuracy versus listening to my intuition, and that's one hell of a learning curve I've been having to deal with. That's probably something you've been having to deal with too, because you deal with concrete information versus a nudge from the universe, to say the least. This Queen of Wands could have been the Dark Magician. It could have been a woman against you, because not they said not all warlocks are female. Okay. She had you juggling your finances. That's why the Queen of Pentacles is in reverse. So you went in the Hermit because you had to slow down, and you were questioning your judgment. That's why the Knight of Swords is in reverse. And it's funny considering that the Hierophant is upright, but it had you questioning yourself. That's why the Four of Swords is right there next to it. What else? You got a reconciliation coming. You finally asked for help. That's why that Five of Swords is in reverse. I'm thinking about the Nine of Pentacles, but I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it till I see. You're like that. I'm not worried about it until I see it. And that's not how the divine works, because apparently the next lesson of your life is trust. What's happening here? You dumped out this Ten of Cups. They want to reconcile, whoever this witch, warlock, whatever they are. And you dumped out all Ten of Cups. Because you realized you would never get a family with them. You'd never get emotional fulfillment with them. Considering that the Nine of Cups is right here. But the Ten of Cups is in reverse. So the funny thing about this card is that it's also a reconciliation card in reverse, but something is telling me with this King of Swords upright, ain't no reconciling this shit. They said the deed is done. You hopped in your King of Swords energy and you probably cussed that bitch out. Yep. The relationship has a DNR. That means do not resuscitate. Damn. So, what now? I keep looking at this Ace of Cups in reverse. You don't feel like you're creative enough. Or you're trying to find your creativity to rebuild through whatever storm this is. I keep hearing take it to the head. You probably felt like you had to take this L on the chin. You hungry. Go get something. Why ain't you eating? You be in the gym like 6 days a week. You gotta eat something. I don't want to hear no bullshit about no money, bro. Don't do this to me. Just go get something to eat. Okay, look, hear me out. Even if it's a little something, get something to eat. Even if you gotta go to Cane's and get the little 4-piece, get something to eat. I don't give a fuck what it is. And don't let it be no damn chips. That does not count, because I know that's what you got in your cabinet. I know you got purple Doritos. Play with that bitch pussy. Don't play with me. Well, apparently not since you dumped out her 10 of cups. They say you got new love on the way. Why they keep telling me that? I don't know. They said a reward for your good behavior. You probably been keeping Mr. Wand. You probably been keeping the wand in the cage. And no, I don't mean one of those. Come on now. And if you know what that is, you know. That's funny. I'm not worried about the 3 wands in reverse. Yeah, I'm not worried about the 3 wands in reverse. The fucking 10 of Pentacles trying to peek too. Alright. Alright, let's swap. Alright. Y'all see this shit? What are the fucking odds? What are the odds? Statistically. Mind you, they were both in reverse because that's how I pulled it out. That's crazy. Alright. I be struggling to shuffle sometimes, you know? Ugh. Don't keep arguing with me about this damn food. Go get something to eat. Do not make me come through this phone. You like to come... Who is that? Oh, okay. Cause you like to keep shit going with argue. You like to argue. That's what that is. You damn powerhouse. You think you could bulldoze me. I gave you the title, bro. Chill out. I heard Abby giveth, Abby taketh away. Somebody like Dance Moms. You be watching Dance Moms with your girlfriend. You think Abby is funny? Oh, you ain't shit. You're funny. I heard I like you. You're funny. Here we go with the static shit. Don't piss me off. Oh, that's the cause of it. There we go. Actually, it's fine. I just know I'll be having to get it to stop because I hear it in the videos and then I get agitated. Okay. Did I knock? I'm gonna knock again. You gonna knock twice on that girl door? I mean, okay. I heard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Somebody playing Uno. What am I doing? Not worried about whatever's underneath. That's interesting. Somebody, your car needs to be serviced. You need an oil change. And something about a gasket. And the solenoid thing. They know I don't know too much about car jargon. Yeah, something about a solenoid sensor. It's one of those sensors. If it's not the solenoid, it's the other one, and I don't know what the name of it is. Okay, somebody need to get that car serviced. I'm hungry. You cut. Yeah, see, you cut the situation off. Huh? The King of Wands is out here, but he is in reverse, although she is not. All right, let's try this one more time. Wait. Why I keep doing this when it wasn't working the first time? Okay. You laid down those mental burdens too. Why is this justice in reverse? So initially, justice wasn't in your favor because you weren't listening to your heart. And it's funny because the 9 of Cups is right here. Ace of Wands. I'm not going to say it like that. They said you were being promiscuous. But being promiscuous had you like deeply burdened, like carrying the load of whatever they like you were carrying something heavy. Like it could have been like other people's problems. It could have been like the mental load. It could have been like 88 is significant or 881. It's funny considering that 8/8/2026 is 8/8/10 in numerology because tomorrow's August 8th. But you were carrying a lot mentally, and you weren't like you'd escape your problems by dealing with and listening to everybody else's problems when you still had to carry the burden of all of your problems at the end of the day. They say you even got creative with the shit you tell them. You lay down the burdens though. Like, and these are the physical burdens. About time. Shit. Why weren't you strong? Why weren't you listening to yourself? Because everybody put the burdens on you. They just expected you to carry everything. And you kept carrying that shit like a dumbass. That's why justice wasn't in your favor. Like the divine is like, you gonna keep carrying all that shit. We can't rectify any of it for you. What now? What we do now? Or what's next? Don't. Stop pissing me off. Oh my god, I hate this so much. Cause like I know y'all can hear the static too, and I don't want that shit dangling. All right. Oh my god, it be disrupting my flow. Something's trying to disrupt your flow or my flow or our flow. Let's do that. Okay. Why is this world card in reverse? Told you you're the Hierophant. I mean, you face the crumbling. You were trying to hold on to the situation. That's why the world card's in reverse. You were trying to hold on to whatever relationships these were, especially with these toxic people. Because mind you, the Hierophant's out here twice. I keep telling you, you want powerful motherfuckers. Don't play with me when I tell you that. I don't be lying. I don't be playing. Why were you trying to? You have abandonment issues. That's why. You were trying to hold on to the situation. Are your parents still married? Like your parents have like a super extra toxic relationship, and all they do, that's the Eureka. All they do is argue and fight. Cause you had a Eureka moment. I don't know what your Eureka moment was, but like holding on to like horrible people, situations, and like whatever breadcrumbs they give you. What was I gonna say? Those are abandonment issues. Sometimes you do gotta cut shit off like karate. You probably did that with your Ace of Swords because you got a new beginning. Or at least a new mental beginning. You probably been working on your mental health. You probably a hermit. That's absolutely why that Four of Swords is out here. Why is the world in reverse? Yeah, I'm gonna get something to eat after this. Just be shifting back and forth. Why is this world card in reverse? I'm hungry. You had the illusion of choices. Like you fell for the. Damn, that was one hell of an explosion. Holy shit. Somebody dropped a bomb. You fell for all the illusions. So chances are this dark magician combo of whatever the fuck this is, because it's the magician in reverse. This Queen of Wands that's really good at manifesting, but also in Queen of Pentacles energy. So she was probably what the fuck was that about? She's probably draining you for your finances. Had your head fucked up falling for all the illusions, but something caused a eureka moment. Because the death card in reverse also suggests that you're painfully holding on to endings that need to happen. Yeah, and it had you in despair. What were the illusions? Why is the seven of cups in reverse? I heard something about pigging out at the buffet. Somebody like Golden Corral. They also like the Chinese buffet. They like the ice cream, the chocolate and ice cream, chocolate and vanilla swirl ice cream at the buffet. Who was you see me going just back and forth, back and forth? Was you juggling? Was you juggling hoes? Is that what we hear now? So you didn't get too close to anybody. So you get, that makes sense. So you get what you need from this Queen of Pentacles, and you get something different from this Queen of Wands, but you also get something different from this Magician. That's why we here. That's why the justice wasn't in your favor, because you were being promiscuous. Oh my God. All right. Better question. What rocked your world and made you stop? The idea of a family? Well, and your Ten of Pentacles. Or you might have been selfish with that Ten of Pentacles. Funny. That Page of Wands fell out anyway. Interesting. And this Ten of Pentacles trying to hold steady at the bottom. Didn't we start with this? Because it's also in the fucking reverse. You're being a miser. Fuck, I already done pulled it. Why is this Ten of Pentacles to the Four of Pentacles out here? Who was draining you? What was draining you? Holding on to those past relationships. Because you aren't good at releasing control. But you were also trying to pour into those people at the same time. And it's like you were spreading yourself too thin with too many connections. But you were still trying to reach your Ten of Pentacles. Did y'all see the Lover's card fly out? It's on his side. See, I told you were out of balance. Isn't Temperance out here? Why is the Lovers inconclusive? Are you still looking for love with those past people? Because I think 2 reconciliation cards are out here. Funny. Alright. Oh, I'm not doing that. And there are just too many right here. The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. The reunion special. It's funny, I was just watching, I saw a clip of, I think, Real Housewives of Atlanta, whichever one Portia is on with K. Michelle. When I tell you K. Michelle had me giggling, I'm like, why is this woman so funny? Like, she is so good at reality TV. Why is this Lovers on his side? Yeah, I was trying to go too fast. Do you like jump into connections really fast to like go a mile ooh. I was gonna say go 100 miles an hour, but then the relationship dies off really fast. You weren't giving equal give and take. That's why I said you were resistant to change. That's why the Wheel of Fortune's in reverse. You weren't giving equal give and take. They were probably asymmetrical relationships. Five of Cups is in reverse. They said looking for the message in the bottom of a bottle. But you're coming out of it. Bottom of the bottle, booty so colossal, I want to grip her like the bottom of the bottle. Yikes. I keep saying you're trying to hold on to whatever situation this is. That's what the cards keep saying. You weren't emotionally intelligent. That's why the Queen of Cups is in reverse. When and how did you find your power? I mean, it happened, big dog. It be happening. It's okay. You ran across my shit to learn. That's why. You just be needing to hear it softly, because if somebody get to yelling at you, you're gonna dissociate. And you probably have a really poor communication style. You want to give somebody a cup of love. That's why that lovers is on this side. What's making you reluctant? The lovers is in reverse. You keep trying to reconcile with this person. Do you keep going back? Is that what it is? Because you'll just be a night energy, just impulsive, passionate, spreading it all around. This is a reconciliation card too. Why you keep, okay, better question. Why do you keep trying to reconcile? To try to prove that you haven't left this person. See, your baddies cup is in the reverse. You're not even with the fun baddies. You out here crying. Yeah, this is a L. But you're coming out of conflict. But you're not interested in anything around you. You're jaded. You've This is who rocked your world? Yeah, you see it. She came in like a wrecking ball, huh? You were jaded and then you stumbled across whoever this is. We want to have your babies and to give you a family. Why is that 3 of Wands in reverse? Because I also see the 9 of Pentacles. I heard she stopped you in your tracks and she made you grateful for everything in front of you. Do you even get this though? They said you gotta work for it, but you're still knee deep in despair because you're not listening to your intuition. You're still emotionally unintelligent. I hear that fucking static. Stop pissing me off. But at some point you will close out this cycle. Ugh. Okay, let's try it like this because this static is making me fucking crazy. God damn it. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's tie it up. I know this hasn't been the funnest or the best, but this might have been something you needed to hear. Yeah. Yep. Funny, because I was just had the knights and it said you could be your own knight. Yeah, but you don't need to be a knight right now. You kind of need to sit down a little bit and you got to sift through didn't I just say feast? You got to slow down, big fella. You're not eating, you barely sleeping, you burning the candle at both ends. You kind of, I mean, I don't know about all the shots and shit, but you absolutely need to slow down. You see that cup like knocked over and shit? Fruit everywhere. You're jaded. You've been overindulging. Can you tie this up for me? You slaying all your dragons though. Well, I mean, they just said you're your own knight. I mean, I understand that nobody has ever come to save you, but if that Empress rocked your world, I'm happy for it. Make sure you stand up for yourself. This shit's making my ear hurt. This static's making my ear hurt. I think one more. Because I'm trying to end it. I need to pull this shit out my ear. Let me do this. Oh. I just realized I can't take the damn thing out and hold it and shuffle at the same time. Gotta do a setup. Oh, this is so fun. Note sarcasm. One last card. Yeah, I'm hungry. You've been slaying all your dragons this whole time. It's okay to be a gardener. It's okay to want to sit down. It's okay to want to sit down with a family. Yeah, because you're a phoenix coming out of the ashes. You probably had to rebuild from scratch. But you're getting that happily ever after. Because it's funny, because I asked them, I said, like, are they even getting this? You know, this 10 of Pentacles with this Empress, with this 3 of Wands, because you had to slow down. They said you had to survey everything in front of you. But yeah, that's 19 plus 7. Do the math. That ain't my forte. I'm sorry. But Yeah, like you got all these pinnacles in front of you. You'll have more than enough for your family. You'll have more than enough to be able to provide for this empress. You just really had to like slow down and like plan a shit ton better. That's why it was in reverse. You probably weren't planning properly, or you were probably trying to give whatever this is, because you show these fucking do the math. So 26. Don't fact check me. I might be wrong. I don't know, because me and mental math don't be mixing. But yeah, like damn, I'm just looking at all these pinnacles in this empress. Just make sure you plan accordingly. They said when you finally give this love offer, or you reconcile with this past person, because you are a phoenix out the ashes. You're gonna get your happily ever after. You're gonna get your family. Just make sure you got to make sure you're adequately communicating, and that does not mean screaming and yelling, and that doesn't mean shutting down like either. That doesn't mean ghosting. That doesn't mean giving somebody the cold shoulder or gray rocking them. Like your nervous system is gonna be lit up. It's gonna cause you anxiety. You're gonna freak out, but you gonna have to sit there a little bit, and you're gonna have to like slow down. If you need to go down, if you need to go to your room and cool off for like 6 minutes, set a timer, come back, and really try to understand what's happening. And no, this does not mean go in public because you think you'll be too embarrassed to argue. Because when emotions get high, sometimes it all go out the window. 36, 36 on the timer. So you might be in your 30s. You might be knocking on your 30s. You might be 36. You might be 46. You might be 26. Yeah, finding this woman caused the tower. It's okay. Yeah, because you want to give equal give and take. You want to give her two of cups. Come on. Yeah, but you don't have. They say you don't have anything to offer right now because you took L after L after L. That's why that Six of Wands was also in reverse. But it's okay because you're actively rebuilding. You're gonna have your 26 cups to give her. Anything else y'all want me to say? Anything else? Mr. Phoenix out the ashes that might be in Arizona that may or may not be in Tucson. I don't know. Yeah. See, you trying to sit her on her throne. Come on. You done found your little lighthouse, whoever this is. But make sure like you're not holding on to whatever situation this is with these other people. And you know what? Just saying. Those other people might try to come back. You might just have to be like, hey, baby boo or whatever you call her, and be like, yo, you just gonna have to block these hoes because I was giving out good dick and they still knocking. I'm sorry. Like, you know how good this shit is. You're pregnant. Like, But if anything, be honest. Be transparent. Do I wanna? I'm lingering. Why am I lingering? You wanna linger around her. Y'all probably do that thing where like you about to tell her you gonna hang up, but y'all linger for like maybe a couple minutes, but she respects your time and lets you go anyway. Not before giving you like parting words of sorts. They said she be imparting wisdom on you before you hang up the phone. You got it. Don't doubt yourself. For real. You got happiness coming. You just have to. They said you just have to do the work for it. That's why that Seven of Swords is Seven of Swords. That's why that Seven of Pentacles is right here. You got it. Like me, you got it, big dog. You got it. It's right here. You just gotta sit yourself back in Emperor status. That's it. Or you're very much a Hierophant. You've exceeded Emperor status. You just gotta transcend that. You got this. Because this, where is A? Hiding. But this is you.